one. All right. Two. Get it lined up. Let me hold this thing straight up. Bring it back this way. There we go. Now, got it. Number 2 in. There it is. Now, turn it back over. I like doing each individual one. That way we make sure we got them right. Sometimes your rod bearing will slip when it goes down on there, so you have to kind of give it one of them just to make sure you're in there right. Now this, I'll have to have just a little bit of lube. That'll work. That'll work. Sweating. Got my nose running. You know, I just have to bear over that. Pulling it down very easily. There, here we go. Right now I'm torquing them on 30 pounds, but I'll put them on the proper torque here just a little bit. That is just mainly to get us together. See, he can still turn it freely with his hand. That's with 2 pistons and rods in it. That means it's going to be a good free motor. So, low drag. We got low drag piston rings in this thing. So therefore we'll that thing opens way up. Put a little bit of oil in here. I'm not putting a ton of oil on them. They don't need a bunch of oil. My dad sometimes would just pour oil on them, which necessarily ain't terrible, but you don't need it. Put that back for whatever reason. It ain't want to work. That's backwards now, ain't it? If it wouldn't go the right way, well, it'll go. Okay. Tap your ring compressor, make sure it's snug and flat. Go around, tap, make sure your rings are seating in your piston. You always look down and make sure, you probably can't see nothing in there, black holes it is. But you make sure the rings are good and seated in there. And you give that a good snugging. We give this a good lubing. Right there. That's some good assembly lube. I've always had good luck with it. Your dot goes to the front, always. Dot or your slot or your mark or whatever, always goes to the front. than that. Okay. 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 As soon as you get oil pressure, that's all you need. That just lubes it to where we can get it spinning to get oil pressure, which will you put a little distributor, an old distributor in to run your oil pump, and you drive it, and that'll give you let you pump your oil pressure up without cranking the motor. I always try to do that if you can. Okay. One more. Good. See that black gold in there. A little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Last one. I think I can't get a hold of it to spin it. May have to have a wrench or something. A little bit tighter. Hang on, let me get up here and shove on that. Oily hands don't help, does it? Good, right there. Yeah. Okay. It's hot. There, that's where it's easy, but then when the pistons start coming back down and back up, it gets a little tougher, and right there it gets a little harder because of piston ring drag, because it's a 180-degree motor, I guess you call it. One of them's, you know, two throws are here and two throws are down there. That's why these motors are do what they do. Alright, that's good enough. It'll do what we're wanting. Well, hey there everybody. Sitting in here editing this video after working on getting the rods and pistons installed in that motor. And the next video you'll see, we'll be putting the head on it and putting the oil pump on it, the oil pan on it, and probably starting the valve train, putting a camshaft in it, rocker arms, all of that stuff that will be coming up next. So it might be here in a few days. I might can work on that tomorrow night. We don't know for sure. Tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit out of place because I've got to take off work to go get my daughter, son-in-law, and my grandsons coming in. So they'll be here for a few days, and so be watching over on Russell and Kim's Adventures for some of that video. I may put some of that on Russell and Kim's Adventures. Jump over there and subscribe to that if you hadn't seen it. And it's just another one of my little channels. I'm trying to get it started. So tell us what you think about it. We just done a little flooring job in here in the house, and I'll be doing some sheetrock work and all of that in here. And I've also got a new purchase outside that I haven't done a video on, and we'll be doing some work on it as well. It's I don't even know what size it is, but anyway, it's a fifth wheel travel trailer, and so we'll do a walk around on it, show you a cleanup on it. It's got a little bit of mossy mildew on it. You know, it's just been setting. It was all hooked up and running and everything. It was hooked. People were actually, it was some kinfolk of mine that they had it, and they were letting some people live in it. Well, I was letting their daughter and son-in-law live in it, I should say, which is my niece and husband, her husband. Anyway, they was in transition from one house to the other and needed a place to stay for just a little while, so they stayed in that. But anyway, they said everything worked great in it. It's got a few little issues that we're going to have to work on, but that's on down the road. That's on Russell and Kim's Adventures, so be watching on that. But this motor here that I'm working on, race with, have been racing with Lane Pridmore. I think that's how you say it. Pridmore. So I believe it's Pridmore. And could be Pridemore, but I don't see the E in it, so it's more than likely Pridmore. Anyway, whatever it is, Lane, you know what I'm talking about. You'll have to correct me. But anyway, we're building this motor. It's I think they're gonna buy the motor and the car and everything. And the motor should be a pretty good little motor. It ought to be just as good a motor as the 15 car out there. And I do know that I do know what he has in that motor because Michael Davis, the guy that had the car, he told me all about it back when he built it. So anyway, little 15 car, they wound up winning the heat and feature this week. So since we weren't there, and pretty tickled about that. Glad to see some of these young guys stepping on up and having a good time in that. Lane wound up got into a little accident and got banged up a little bit, but he's doing good. He said he's going to be working on the car this week, get it back ready again. And I told him, I said, this motor will be ready real soon. So I think they're getting excited about it. And so we'll see. See what they think, you know. Hopefully everything goes through and everything works out good for them. And I think this car out here would make a good car if they wanted to finish it out and build it for next year. So I think that would work out really good. So anyway, I'm going to get off here, guys. I'm just rambling. I wanted to get in here and edit this video, knock it out. And sometimes after everything's settled down and everybody's in bed, sometimes that's when I can get my videos edited. And sometimes it's between 11 and 12 o'clock at night when I can get this done. So I'm getting a little tired now. Life of a YouTuber, you know. If you're going to put videos out, you got to do the editing, put in the hours. So anyway, appreciate y'all guys. I'm going to get off of here. Watch for next episode, part 3. I'll get out here in a minute. Part 3 of the Rusty Racecar engine build, part 3. This one is part 2. So anyway, be watching. We appreciate y'all guys. It's Russell here saying God bless you. Jesus loves you. And always remember, Outfits Garage is always saying keep a hammer.